I'll just ensure that in next maybe 5 to 10 minutes, a bit of a glimpse of what we intend to do, we'll share. So, uh, and I'm very poor in holding this, right? So everybody's searching, "Ye kidhar gaya? Main yahi chhod gaya tha." Okay. My name is Sameer, and some of you will know, but not need to focus on us. I think quick concept, my perspective on Indian fintech ecosystem. My belief is that we are a developed country when it comes to fintech. And very, very crucial is that we talk like that, behave like that, and not try to copy paste from other countries because we still find people who are searching for those ideas. Can we cut copy paste? One, in India, cut copy paste doesn't work any which way because we are so different. In India, if you want to cut copy paste from one region to another region, it doesn't work. One segment to another segment, it doesn't work. So those challenges are still there. So we need to ensure that we think of ourselves as a developed country and then figure out what can we do rather than figuring out कि इसका कहाँ से मैं उठा लूँ. I think we need more X of Y, which is not Uber of India, but the reverse. Can we have people like PhonePe of US, right? I think that is what will happen. So hopefully, with time, we will try to progress. I think the challenges that we are still somewhere in our slavery days that हम copy करते हैं. I think NPC has shown and all the India Stack initiatives and the way a lot of work is happening in the market, I think it's unique. I have seen worldwide a lot of stuff. India is far, far ahead. My real suggestion to all of you guys is to relook at the way we perceive India and we visualize India. I think as a country, as I said, Bharat is going to set the benchmark for the world. Bharat, I would say, is not just you and me sitting in cities, but in vernacular language, somebody working there, some women working somewhere, MSMEs who are actually human beings, right? Which are not considered human beings at times. MSMEs are MSMEs, right? कुछ group है जो पता नहीं कहाँ रहते हैं, and these are illiterates, but this is very different segment. We have not solved for it. So can we do that? So I think whatever work which we have done in India, it's going to set the benchmark for the world. This is the same report which is going to come up from our side in next maybe 15, 20 days. It was supposed to be launched here, but we run short of time. We are already launching 2 more reports, one with Infosys Finacle on BaaS, and we are doing another one on credit card with Hyperface. We will have it actually in this other hall later in the day. I think 3 themes: inclusion, innovation, and collaboration. The logic is very simple from my perspective is that inclusion side initiatives are still not very strong. As I said, a lot of agenda you see today and tomorrow is built around that. For example, just simple thing that we don't trust our families, right? For example, women in India, in cities especially, are not trusted. Nobody gives them credit. Nobody gives them credit card. Homemakers are not getting credits. We say that there's a women empowerment, and we talk about villages, but we don't take care of it is in cities. Not a single woman in cities, which is a homemaker, gets any kind of card, any kind of credit. Really bad, right? So we need to solve for it. MSMEs don't get loan. How many of you think that MSMEs get easily loans? They don't. I tried to take a loan, and I could not get it. My employee tried to take a loan, he got it. Okay? So that's how bad it can get, right? Innovation side, I think a lot of work has happened, but I think one simple thought process I have is that in 2014, 15, 16, anybody could say that मैं lending system बना रहा हूँ, and it's great, right? But it doesn't work anymore. You can't do a retail credit system. You can't do a basic lending, right? Or you can't do basic stuff. So I think whatever innovation was supposed to happen is over of the first level. I think we need to figure out what is the next level of innovation, and that's the work which is right now going to happen. My request to all of us is not to build another PhonePe and another somebody else. We need to figure out a new level of innovation which is focused on a segment of choice. You really can't build for entire country, figure out whom you can build for. And collaboration, I think banks, fintechs, and all the NBFCs have to collaborate and work together. I think it's a very symbiotic relationship which all of them have. I think my suggestion to all of us is to go to the next level of collaboration. Banks and fintechs and payment networks have to collaborate. And I think just to give you the agenda side, it's actually long and it's very large, right? So many of you may be struggling with the agenda, right? Complicated hai? How many of you think it's complicated? Okay, good. We found it complicated as well, but very simply, there are 3 tracks. 1, 2, and 3. We will break this hall after two sessions. We'll break, and there will be 3 separate halls, and we'll have 3 separate sessions running. We will have a workshop running in front, right across, Mahogany, and you will have in Grand Salon as well as Courtyard, the entire, what do you say, a lot of stalls are there, a lot of exposed areas there. You can visit all of them. Of course, one more point, many of you will say, yaar, isme kahin food ka break nahi hai. There's no food break. We'll continue back to back. And of course, food is available outside during, I think, 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, something like that. That I think you will share. And you can anyway step out and step in. That should be OK. Number of speakers is almost 250 odd number. And you will find, say, some places where speakers would have changed because I can tell you that government asking somebody to come always changes schedule. Some of the CXOs also have board meetings, random meetings also coming up, which is true. So out of, you'll have 1 or 2 or 3 guys moving, but I think they've been very, very supportive. Given this our first event, getting 250 speakers, I'm like shocked how are they able to support us. So thank you to all of you guys to support us for the event. Thank you guys, thank you. We expect 1,500. We actually stopped a point of time and did not do any more campaigns. You may not realize we were doing only email largely. We are not heading to other directions. Because my fact is that events cannot be accepted or liked when the crowd is too much. And we're very, very careful that we stopped going outside the ecosystem to get people in. Because if we get too crowded, stalls get too crowded. So we have tried to ensure that we are within that 1,500 limits. We had an opportunity to go to 2,500, but we stopped in between. We realized that we will have a bit of a jamboree here. And I didn't want that at all. Panels-wise, 34 panels, 10 speaker sessions across these halls, some fireside chats, some trialogues. There are master classes running across, and you have to visualize that the most powerful sessions. I mean, I can't imagine those speakers coming in and just taking 21-minute sessions for those sessions. Amazing stuff. We will have 16 demos, 8 early-stage demos happening today, which will happen on this hall. And then tomorrow we'll have another 8, which will happen again on that hall. We'll have award ceremony tomorrow evening, and we'll have expo booths. Agenda, you can go on the website. I'm sure there's a QR code which will be outside. You can actually pull from that side, or you can go to agenda and pick it up. I think this will be much easier if that works for you. And you need to go, this is hall 1, hall 2, hall 3, and then the workshop area right in front. So you can go to agenda and look at it. I think I know that I might just breach the time. I don't like it. So I'll pause now. We'll talk about the impact of the budget and the ideas which have come, maybe tomorrow. But just a quick point, few things, 30 seconds on each point. There's a National Financial Information Registry which is getting created. I'm sure when it gets built up, it will be super powerful. And all your data will be available. I don't know what is the contours of it, but account aggregator is right now. How many of you are thinking or planning to use account aggregator? Rest all, please use it now. We have been hearing about, क्या होता है वो, share आ गया, okay? So 6 years we have been waiting for वो आएगा. Account aggregator is there. And so many guys are picking up and creating useful ideas. So National Financial Information Registry may take some time to come up, but it will be dramatically great for the ecosystem. Entity DigiLocker is a great thing because MSME corporates were not able to digitize themselves because there was no possibility, right? Only retail guys, which is individuals and sole proprietors, could actually go and take digital journeys, right? Now they can do it. PAN will be used for a corporate identifier, which is brilliant. And there's also a thought process on cost of compliance, which is great. I think if regulators help us out, I think cost of compliance can dramatically come down, and which hopefully will result in lower cost of credit. Computerization of PACs, I think not many of you would be looking at these items there. We are talking about agri-techs to benefit from the open network infrastructure. There's minor points somewhere later, but you may think कि यार fintech में नहीं है. But यहाँ से बहुत बड़ा impact आने वाला है. If PACs are digitized, you actually can give credit out there. If they are talking about agri-tech and every entity out there getting funded, you will have actually new ecosystem coming up. So there's a power there. I might request all of you to look at that.